Hello. I wanted to discuss new developments that are happening in the neural DSP Quad Cortex. Mainly the fact that they've come up with a new firmware update. Originally it was 2.0.0, and then very shortly thereafter came 2.0.1. So make sure you actually watch for the new update because it takes care of a couple of fixes. But what was amazing about the 2.0, okay, and there's a new manual for it as well, so you do want to go out and see about getting the new manual. They put an awful lot of new stuff, new amps, new effects, all came along with the new update. And the one thing that I really liked was the fact that they have what they call Cortex Mobile. Okay, that's something you definitely want to get. If you're an Android user, you can find it on Google Play, and if you're a iOS Apple user, then you can find it in the Apple Store as well. So you want to get Cortex Mobile. The reason why is it allows you to, one, bring your stuff up into the cloud, so you get cloud storage through them, and you can share your captures with others, and vice versa. They can share, you can grab some of their captures. One that I got, I was absolutely amazed with, is one gentleman actually put up a Howard Dumble amplifier, an overdrive special. This is it right here. So I'll play it. All right. Now I've got the I have a actually I think what I put on there was I put a Chief, which I believe that's a Boss overdrive before it. So let's take the Boss off, okay? Oh, wait a minute, I got a way of doing that, which is boom. Now it's gone. Right. Now I can go into the capture itself. Here's the capture, right? So I have that, fairly clean, almost a little bit towards the breaking up point. But let me take the gain down. Let's bring up the volume. Right. So you can get some beautiful sounds out of that. Right. So that's the neat thing about this is you actually can even tweak the capture. I love that idea. So here, if I want to gain it up, right? You can change anything you want. So I actually I already have actually kind of changed the room conditions. So when it initially came out, it had a hall. Okay, so I have the hall reverb back. You can change that. You can go to room. So if I want to go in and change that to something other, if I click on this, change device. Here's all my areas that I can go to. So I can just go to a room and say, okay, let's do a room. high side. Let's take the mix down. Let's take the decay down. Now I believe what's going on too is that the actual when the guy did the capture, he had the reverb on the amp. So there's still, you know, even if I brought this down, there's nothing. There's still going to be whatever's left from the actual capture itself. But I can, you know, you can actually dial in some pretty cool stuff otherwise too. So, you know, if I wanted to go make it a cave, right? They can do that. Right? So, I mean, there's so many things you can do. It's just, you know, it's wild. If I don't want to save that, no big deal. I just go out, go to something else, come back in. It'll be right exactly what I had. See? So I got rid of the cave. Now, the other thing you want to think about, too, is, like I said, Neural DSP actually even added a ton of stuff. So some of the things that they added is one that's called Trim of the Verb. Here we go. And you want to fool around and see. Because you do have all these scenes still available too. So just because you kick onto a preset doesn't mean that it's the only one there. You have 8 possible scenes in that one preset. So amazing stuff. They put some really beautiful. Here's a Bogner amp. I always like the Bogner stuff. That sounds like a tube that's ready to just destroy. That's why they call it the saggy Bogner, right? Royal Tones. Let's see what. A lot of metal. So anybody who's a metalhead, if you don't have one of these, you're in trouble. Here's John Petrucci. Has a lot of stuff in here. Here's some of his is Channel 3 capture. A lot of cool things, and again, you know, he's probably got a few changes in that. So, you know, tons of stuff. It's absolutely, you know, you can spend days in here actually. There was a couple of other guys that I thought were really kind of cool. Oh, I was just playing this a little earlier with the Dumble, but somebody actually put a neural capture up of Stevie Ray Vaughan's Lenny, and I was just playing that a little while ago. We'll do it again. it's very responsive to the guitar pickup selections too. I think when Stevie did this one, he probably actually had it more on this this patch right here. So yeah, I mean, you can really dial in a lot of things. You can set up, you know, artists. I think there's a lot of Jimi Hendrix in there too. A lot of really great artists, and there's an incredible amount of amps. So if you really like Soldanos, a ton of Fenders, deluxe reverb, super reverbs, all kinds of stuff is in there. Some real boutique amps, an awful lot of boutique amps, and I'm sure with now where people can actually share their captures, the list is just going to become staggering. So very sound investment, very sound investment. You can make set lists. Corey Wong has his entire set list in here if he's doing a tour. So much easier to bring a 4-pound device around than it is carrying a whole bunch of equipment. So another thing to keep in mind. So Neural DSP, they're changing the whole way guitar goes.